Welcome back to some next level Starcraft 2. Let me first introduce. You probably know why you're here, but in the bottom left, the filthiest, the most creative, the unique, the handsome, the saucy, the transcendent, the philosopher, the architect, and the legend. It is the Macro King, Florencio. And in the top right, the Zerg player up against the Macro King. It is... Give me a name! Somebody give me a name. Because I can't quite read it, but it might jog my memory. Karen, Tom, Walter, Ripper. Oh, it's Ripper. I like that. Some like stereotypical dog villain. Like the dogs are the villains in the movie. It's like cats versus dogs. And it's Duke Ripper. Duke Ripper is his full title, as you know. So Duke Ripper it is. Anyways, Macro King going for a very forward contain in order to maximize his economic futures, as you might oftentimes expect. Duke Ripper not currently aware of his activities, as Florencio just decides, well, the Overlord's gonna spot it now.
Who does that?
The drone not very helpful. Oh,
it's so fucking stupid. It hurts so much.
actually, this is super cleanly executed. Forward macro contain. Here by Florencio, between the replacement of the pylons with cannons for the wall, and then pylons at the back, just making sure to maximize his long-term value. And Ripper opts to take a third, a smart move. Unfortunately, the probe was already there. Well, this is a little awkward in that the cannon, only one cannon, in about 2 minutes, this cannon can only hit the larva and the eggs, which have the unfortunate life of popping out on this side. Eddie, as time goes on, this hatchery will be in more and more danger. But meanwhile, we will check back. Oh, how does he know? Is he gonna try to break it? Oh, he canceled his spines. Ripper canceled this. How did he find out? I don't know if he saw it. He didn't see. He might have seen a probe. He might have suspected, or maybe decided this was too obvious. Who knows? The hatchery's getting lower. Any moment now, it's gonna go down. Oh, and a zealot. A zealot is here, just to say hello, to inspect the work of the cannons. Nice work, cannons. Keep it up. You guys are my light of fire, he says. But he says that to everyone. The zealot, I mean, it gets around. Meanwhile, though, the expansion's in... Actually, Florencio expanding to his own natural with a Stargate in the main, so the macro kicks in. Meanwhile, Ravagers working their way through the cannon rush, as Ripper has been very, very obviously and very noticeably silent throughout this whole process. He has... And no one has made a comment on their feelings or otherwise yet. A shield battery. Obviously an important factor for safety. The cannons are taken down. Ripper has nearly completed his expansion. So we're gonna be, let's call it 2 base to 2 base. After taking out the pylon, the Ravagers just move their way across the map. Zealot? Wait, looking. It's getting around. He's getting around. He doesn't charge much. He didn't go to Twilight Council. He grew up straight out of a gateway, just like in the Brood War. The cannons will continue to witness the march of the roaches. Oh. Cybercore is depowered, though I don't think any upgrades were ever going to be utilized from there, besides maybe +1 air weapons. The Void Ray does show up. Will Macro King have the micro to dodge corrosive bio? Will there be any corrosive bio? Well, gets the pylon, or, well, does he get the pylon, though? Putting a lot of effort in, conspicuously not getting that pylon. I think yeah, there we go. Florencio charges up his Void Ray, which makes it look very scary, even though Ravagers are not armored units, and charging up the Void Ray does nothing but slow it down, but that is the real inspiration there. The cannons, while depowered, remain stalwart, resolute, immovable buildings. 2 Void Rays heading for the corner base. I'm not sure why Duke Ripper decided. His reign has been marked by such incompetency and ineptitude as thinking that he was actually going to be able to mine from this base. Branda assassinated. The drones, refugees. Finally, the depowered cannons will fall. There's a couple spores. Spores not a great counter to Void Rays, as Void Rays can fly, which is a remarkable skill. Queens, on the other hand, well, we don't talk about that. Not since the accident. Florencio already setting up his macro batteries to really maximize energy usage and coefficient. So that way, Florencio will have the synergy between his phase inducers in order to more regularly transfer the electromagnetism contained within the individual vessels. So that way he can make the big extra shooty laser beam, which is super good and scary. Alright. Prismatic alignment. He whips his prismatic alignment into the hatchery. The queens take offense, despite being on defense. The Void Rays technically have a soft lock-on where they can have more range if they're chasing, as long as they don't... Okay, so Florencio is trading shields, mostly shields, for hatchery HP. Oh, the queen. Another queen taken down. Ripper struggling. Hey, the stalkers are targeting the hatch. The Zerglings find a surround. The dance back and forth. Those shield batteries are well, they're worth their weight in golden minerals right now. The queens dragging back. It's a real struggle out here. There are 4 mutas on the way, which, of all the things Duke Ripper could build, and of course we're gonna have a wall Stargate, which makes sense. The mutas are out, but mutas maybe not the best, or I'm not entirely convinced that mutas were the best play against someone who obviously has Stargate units, but they will try their best. Mutas do not heal as quickly. Brenda, where are you? Queen melted. As Florencio will continue to work through whatever buildings the larva starve off of creep and implode of hunger. That's what happens. It's very sad. Meanwhile, Macro King is deciding that he doesn't need no dukes anymore. He says, put him up, or we'll put him down. Or something dramatic like that that you can put on a t-shirt. Or a tank top, whatever you're into. Meanwhile, the mutas decide that they don't really want to live here anyways. Phoenixes show up because, of course, they do. Holy shit! Macro King gives him the love. Ripper map hack city today. Twitched with the typical TTV, by the way. Nice try. Do we need to call the team? GMA? How about get good? Alright. How about get good? Not even with the U, with the double O play. Wow. Wow. Well, there's 2 G's there, but not the ones we were looking for. Wow. Okay. So, Ripper, Duke Ripper of Barcode, with the strong accusations and the weak mental fortitude, not quite able to overcome the designated pressures of Macro King, who remains comfortable on his throne. But we've got more matches. You thought we would stop there? It said an hour. And unlike everybody trying to push you right past that advertisement limit mark, usually when I say an hour, it means twice as much. I don't know if we have that many games, but we've got more. Jim, where did you put them? Where did the games go? What, Terran? What? Oh, okay. Terran. Oh my god. Alright. Where were we? Florencio, though, an alleged map hacker. I would say he's a convicted mind hacker. But we will see going into Death Aura. We'll see if we can figure out who our hero is. No, we already... It's over. We just had a pilot episode. Nobody wants another crime drama. I don't care if it's full of dogs. I don't care if the dogs are the team. I know you like them bitches. This is embarrassing. Jesus. Anyways, in the top left. In the top left. Paw in order. Rated R. For rough. It's Deadcraft. It's Deadcraft. Where were we? Wait, where is it? Oh, anyways. Meanwhile... Oh, the Probe versus SCV duel. 2 badly bruised brothers looking to battle in a brawl against the bully Probe. Nope, that doesn't work. What are we doing? What is happening? This is the most obvious proxy pylon. Alright, so I don't know where Florencio's SCV is going. Anyways, it's Zen, or Obzen, I believe is his name. but Zen for short. Factory on the way, a proxy factory. The Reaper is, well, if anyone knows the risks of a loose probe, then I think Florencio would be that man, that being, that mermaid. The Reaper's heading out. I'm not, it's taking the long way around. Just gonna jump in. I'm not entirely sure where we go from here. Oh, it's a gateway? Zen feels like your typical Metal League Protoss player, though he might be higher than that. Where it's like, well, I have a pylon. Unfortunately, the Reaper goes down. So obviously, we're going to proxy the second of 2 total gates. Can I get... Yeah, let's slap a robo in on that. Meanwhile, Florencio with a reactor for his... I mean, like, people have been telling me that I should do more reactor videos. God damn it, Jimmy. But I can't find myself adding on to the content I already have. Again. Meanwhile, no orbital because, of course, we're saving ourselves for a planetary fortress here in the main. So, this is the very budget forward operating base here. The Brobo, the Brobe, the battery, the Brogoons. Okay, come on. It's getting worse. It's getting way worse. Tech lab on the way. Fusion core, the obligatory. Just an observer. He's just scared. This is just to get your observer in quicker, is what this build is. Whenever you, like, you've really thought about how the observer takes so long to get across the map? Have you tried proxying your robo at their third? No? Well, have I got some tips for you. Observer heading in. Obzen. I guess with someone with Obz in his name. So there are no units, just the planetary here. Not even a planetary in the main. Some pretty sick immortal skin here. Meanwhile, Florencio is going for Widow Mines and a battle cruiser, just kind of over here on the other side of the map. Okay. Stalker's an immortal. They're fighting. They're getting flanked by a planetary. Unfortunately here. This is possibly the worst angle that Zen could have walked into. Thankfully, Florencio will kindly... Oh, wait! He shuts the door! Oh, my God. The planetary really getting some big hits in. But eventually, these units will make it up to the high ground. They're very easily distracted, which is unfortunate, because there's nothing else here. But no building will stand. Florencio not done with his planetary yet, or his battle cruiser on the other side, but we're getting there. All right. Oh, the planetary micro to kill the stalker. Meanwhile, this immortal getting real up closer. I need to see it. I need to look it in the eyes. Terrifying. Meanwhile, the battle cruiser floating in. Immortal just hanging out in the main base of Florencio, unable to really accomplish anything on its own. Meanwhile, the battle cruiser just kind of casually saunters into the main. Oh, the masterful bait! Oh, come on. How do they even shoot through the cliff? A tier 1 felony bait right there. from Florencio. Absolutely. Well, that's banned in most states. I don't know about California, but you just don't see that anymore. Not nowadays. Oh my god. Oh. It's genocide. There's an armory done. You need detection. The immortal finally dies. The icing on the cake. So, oh. Oh, the immortal dodges the mines, but the mines don't dodge the immortal. What does that mean? No one knows. Uh-oh. Oh, he didn't kill him. You gotta be careful with those long and oh no. Oh Jesus. Don't mind me. Was it the rocks? Was it the rocks who betrayed us? No. I don't know what his plan is there. 2 more immortals versus still not a great counter to a battle. Oh no. Okay. The armies continue to crumble. Alright. Oh my god. The battle cruiser. The one battle cruiser and 6 widow mines is the entire army for Florencio. But that still is more than the 2 immortals and 3 stalkers of Obzen. Oh my god. What do you think? I mean, I'm just gonna take this time. I'm gonna take this time. If you don't follow me on the Twitter, you're missing out on a mediocre meme nearly every day. But while this is not well, I thought it might apply. It just keeps going. He doesn't tap out. Oh my god, and the battle cruiser waited has jump. He just he doesn't even care. He just keeps running into the mines. What's happening? I don't understand. Where are all the probes? Oh, okay.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine, and you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
This is the stupidest fucking thing in the world.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Did I make mistakes? Yes. Did he make mistakes? Oh, fuck yeah, he did. He was terrible.
Now we play the waiting game.
Say hello to my little friend!
I don't like Starcraft. It's a stupid game. Why? Who does that?
His name is John Cena!
And we're just getting started. What do we got next? We have... oh, you know what? Maybe. You know what's fun? You guys know? Zerg versus Zerg. Everyone's favorite matchup. As you all know. We got a few Zerg replays in here. Zerg versus Zerg. Just think about the creep. Okay, sorry. Let's think about the creep. Just think about how creepy you can be. And then think about in-game. We will see.
Carrier has arrived. And his name is
2v2 later. Forgot we hit Jimmy. Can we?
Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now?
Maybe?
2v2 later.
God damn it! You know what? Every game we gotta inspect. Okay, so who is it? Just take your guess. In the bottom left. Beast mode. And in the top right. Wait, which one's Florencio? You know what? Maybe we'll guess at the end. We have Hane Ayu. And then Florencio spoiled for everyone, but I won't spoil for you. Take your guess. While these games may start slow and end slow, it's really the juicy, succulent middle that we've been enjoying thus far. We'll see if this game has such a delectable entree, or if we're going to be looking at something a little bit more spicy. Why are there drones? Why are there drones everywhere? I don't know why there are so many drones on the map. I'm sorry. Getting in the mindset for these Florencio games. I've given up, like usually at this stage it'd be like, in ZVZ we have some players... no, I'm sorry, I'm choking on my bullshit. Anyways, where was I? In ZVZ, usually both players will be opting for the hatch first, with Zergling speed, and then a melee nest behind. You can go for the third, but that leaves you vulnerable to just the two base drone cut timings. Or you could just fucking expand to two random ass bases on the right side of the map. You could do that. I mean, I guess you could physically do that. If you'd like. You know what, let's just wait and see. There's only one way to find out. A single spine in the main. Oh, there are two Zerglings! A deadly! Oh, trapped though by the drone. Citizen's arrest. Taken out. Beast mode. The double cancel. Is that Burrow? Okay, Burrow is being researched. And a Roach Horde on the way. So, Burrow Roach Rush is not the least common build. It's definitely not the most common though. So like it's on the less favored side of things. A bit of an understatement, but it doesn't never happen. Speaking of things that don't never happen, just a bunch of Zerglings coming out from Hanyu. I think we've kind of given up all pretenses of pretending which one's Florencio and which one is not, based on everything we've seen thus far. It's obviously the Zergling player. Plenty of Zerglings waiting outside. Who does that? Who does this? It's actually so far off the beaten path. It's not proxied, but it's kind of on the other side of the map. Meanwhile, in the main base, what if he burrows all his drones? The banelings could still kill the drones underground. The stealth. Where did the stealth? There's no drones here. He waits. He watches. Trying to get those units to come back. The problem is, at some point, if eventually, like, there are just too many units. Here comes some more Zerglings on the other side of the map. If this spy crawler wins the battle, then we might be looking at something different. The last Baneling is used. The hero leg doesn't kill the spine. Roach is still going to work. The Roach is actually incredibly dangerous if you don't have a critical mass of Lings. The burrow, it doesn't regenerate that quickly, but it does regenerate more quickly than it would if you weren't burrowed. They're very comfortable under the creep. And it's looking like that early Zergling attack. And little does he know, the drones have popped back up from the underground. And he's actually mining again. Suddenly, Florencio finds himself with a solid economic lead. And Hain Au might not realize it. In fact, almost certainly does not realize it. This is one of those, like, when he checks the replay, you think he'll check the replay? You're thinking a lot of them. But who knows? It does appear... Oh, that's even more Zerglings coming up. There are several spine crawlers, more Lings. It's 7 workers to 17, so this is trending a certain direction. There's also still no detection here. Roaches pop back up, the spine slam back in. Trying to dodge some of those hits. It's actually a lot of damage onto the roaches. Ooh. Ooh, they really pounded in there with those tentacles. The ultimate duel. Roach hunts it down. Oh. Yeah. Where did the rest of the roaches come from? Some more Zerglings finished up. Roaches are burrowed. They're on the creep. I don't think Hain understands how badly this has gone. Will the Zerglings finally find... There you go. It's finally spotted. He will realize by the end of this what has befallen him. He's gonna have... This is the kind of situation that for the next 2 years of his StarCraft career, in the 3 games he plays every other week, he's gonna check this base. Like his new religion. This is that type of game. And what happened to the drones? So the game somehow has so many of these. We got through the succulent mid-game, but now we're back to... Oh no. The larva burrow larva! And now we have the acceptance phase. Where we're gonna rely on our blue Zerg player to eventually figure out that this is not a winning position. The burrowed Lings are blocking the potential and unlikely re-expansion to the natural. Florencio is kind of just comfortably mining. There is a scenario where it takes so long for Florencio to attack. There's a dream of clawing back. But is there Okay, Blizzard! Ah! So stealth. It's somehow burrowed under us. It's burrowed under the base indicator. Oh my god. That is quite a solid backbone of defense here. It does seem we're grinding towards an inevitable conclusion. This is where, I mean, you gotta take your shot. And here it is. 4 banelings, 5 zerglings, 1 dream. The drone, bro! Will he manually detonate? Does he even understand? Ah, he got him! But, unfortunately, the rest just unburrow. He's still trying. You gotta give him. I guess you gotta give him credit. I guess, like, reluctantly, you could dole out a small bit of credit. Like, with a kind of a nod, like, don't do this again. But, okay. Kind of credit. Oh my god, this is so sad. Alexa, play that one song. Alexa! Subscribe to Winter Gaming! Oh no. No. How do you... Siri! Press the like button! Oh my god, what? What even did the mutas even show up? I don't think so. The mutas weren't even out yet. Oh, and the replay keeps going! Why does it keep going? Okay, he just gets into the main. Why doesn't it stop? Well, we've seen several things, but now it's time for another mirror match. Not the one you think. Yes, it is Florencio versus himself. No, Terran versus Terran on Submarine. I do not approve of this meme that was made, and I would like to disavow it. But with that said, I mean, shut up. Well, in the top left, who was massaging his SCVs into, I don't know, eventually coaxing one into building a refinery. Now I'm very self-aware. And in the bottom right, it is Florencio, also nomad. No, I'm retiring.
SCV ready. To infinity and beyond. SCV ready.
What?
Who does that?
A factory outside of his opponent's base. What a bold, never-before-seen move from Florencio. I assume he's once again saving his main for a planetary when he wants to settle down and actually defend his SCVs, which may be at a time sooner than some might think. The first Reaper is coming across. There will be a Marine. He did build the barracks at home. The Marine... Okay, more than enough to intimidate the Reaper out of the base. Meanwhile... Okay. A tech lab and a starport on the way. As the Reaper continues to hunt, it's not going to find it. A relatively standard macro build. 1 Rex, expand. A bit greedy, to be honest, especially against someone who's potentially 1-basing, but... Oh. Reaper driven out. Spots the fact that gas is being mined at all. I'm not sure if it got that the first time. Yeah, double gas. So we'll see if Hizen... Is that Eisen? Hizen? What kind of reaction he decides on. Like, I will say, there is, a lot of these builds are very methodical. They have it's a process to put them all together, and by that I mean, it's pretty slow, but eventually, something happens. And we are still going real meta by working our way up to talking about what eventually that will be, but it is, I mean, who proxies a tank? That's the first question. What everybody has been asking for many years. Hizen is like, you know what? Battle cruisers. Battle cruisers, because all roads lead to battle cruisers and or Thors. The Liberator sieges up in a very intimidating position. Most of the army's on the low ground. The Liberator really not... Okay, well, the boys are pulled. This is only tanks and a Liberator, creating a bit of an awkward scenario. Oh my god, the tanks will unsiege. The boys aren't actually attacking, which is creating a real issue here. Now they're finally getting involved. But the Liberator, okay, 1 tank goes down. It's a real mess out here. Florencio definitely getting the better end of that. But his still has so many workers. The SCV's just offering blood for the blood god. Another Liberator. Because we're just continuing. By the way, there's a oh, there's no battle cruiser? Liberator sieges up on the command center. Wait, there are 2 starports. Here comes a Cyclone. Everybody's invited. It's gonna be, wait, no, now a wait, there are 2 starports producing. The SCVs, that's a bit of a mediocre transfer. Somehow they survive. Some of them, at least. There's a tank out. There's no anti-air. Banshee's about to finish. There's really not much anti-air. Oh, here comes the barracks to get involved. Banshee, technically Liberators have an anti-air attack. The barracks really wants him to lift. He really wants that tech lab. We've seen it before. The tech lab thief. I'm sure we'll see it again. But he has yet to lift. So the Banshee can't fly higher. Here comes the Cyclone. The Viking goes in, counters the Banshee, Cyclone. Cyclone counters, Banshee, Viking counters, Liberator, Liberator counters, tank counters, Cyclone. And the boys are the real innocent bystanders in all this. But here comes another Liberator, and then 2 more Vikings. So more Vikings is oftentimes known as the counter to less Vikings. The Liberator getting harassed here. The Viking has to change targets. This Banshee still looking very uncomfortable. Now goes down. Tank in not the greatest spot. The Liberator fun and getting some great shots off on the main base SCVs, which his is struggling to respond in any sort of meaningful way. And you can still see Florencio waiting for that tech lab moment. The Vikings hit the deck, but it's a little faster if you just, lifts off again, unsieges, lifts off, drops back down because fuck ramps. And meanwhile, the tank on the low ground, but here's a Viking in a Liberator Viking tank. Liberator tank, SCVs, Viking, tank. Okay, and now Cyclone, Viking, SCV, tank, unsiege, Viking, Liberator. Wait, no Liberator, Vikings, tanks. So repair. Barracks. Okay. And that settles that. Oh wait, we're not done. The barracks is on the ground. We're not done yet. Meanwhile, though, the boys are pulled with the tanks. Cyclone versus Viking tank. Cyclone, Viking, Viking. Oh, technically the Cyclone could out-micro this, but it's not super reliable. In the Marine, there's a barracks. The barracks built a Marine. Tank sieges. Here comes the Viking. Why is there a Cyclone here? The tank doing a lot of damage to the SCVs. Viking on the deck. Marine still producing, but will it burn? And the Cyclone still going. The barracks burns! Meanwhile, Hissen's scrambling back. He does have 2 orbitals. Florencio starting to mine out of his main, kind of. He didn't really have that many SCVs in the first place. Hissen comes back. Cyclone on the run. Tank gets the better end of it. There's a Marine in the main. The Viking, angry. The Marine, angrier. The tank, angriest. Okay. 22 workers to 22. 2 bases to 2. Supply 10 ahead for Hissen with the miraculous defense against the barebone. 2 mules dropped for repairs. Priorities embodied here. 2 command centers on the way. 2 liberators coming up for Hissen. Finally trying to find some semblance of sanity. Meanwhile, the real priority, of course, as you know, is to now get your TPM up, your turrets per minute, very important. As maintaining a solid turret count is the key to finally unlocking the Silver League. More command centers. And, well, the starport, he could have landed somewhere else, but he didn't. Oh, wait, how many? Oh, what? Florencio decided to flow to CC this way because he can, I guess. The Liberators, though, Viking fight Liberator. Liberators also have an anti-air attack, remember? Meanwhile, the tanks are being chased by Liberators. Deja vu, we flipped the colors. Is that a Cyclone's being produced? There's nothing that's actually killing the buildings that are building the units that are killing the units. Meanwhile, more like supply drops. Hissen has a 3rd command center. I'm not sure if anything happened. Well, the Viking comes out and we'll just kind of start working on this. The other Viking, the Liberators will unsiege. The Cyclone is about to finish. Viking micros back. And there's nothing actually on the ground to deal with this. The Cyclone needs to lock on. It does. Oh, tries to drop the Viking. Struggles. The Viking gets targeted by the lock-ons. And the Cyclone will also now be working on the Liberator. But Liberator has high ground vision. Isn't trying to go back to something of a macro game. Oh. No, there's no vision here. Oh, well, the Cyclone, the Vikings are trying. But the Cyclone really finding some solid kills here. Meanwhile, the Liberator unsieges. The dance continues. Oh, he's on the chase. He gets the lock, but... Oh, the Liberator runs out of motivation. Should have looked at more motivational posters before you left the starport. Meanwhile, though, the tanks are moving up. A Viking is being produced. I think it will finish. There are 2 Cyclones out here. It doesn't work like that. Lifts the starport. Meanwhile, the Cyclone's looking for an opportunity. Meanwhile, the SCVs are out repairing the Viking, which is targeting the Liberator, which was defending against the factory. The boys have been very readily pulled here. And for the first time since the Fusion Core was built, a battle cruiser is going to complete. It's been about 8 minutes since he started that thing. Oh, the mule's dropped for repair, I guess. Even though he hasn't really taken much damage, he's preempting. And here come the units back. Where did these Cyclones come from? Not the cheapest units. Here come the tanks. You can only run so far. Oh my god. He chases him to the end. He jumps to the other side, but oh my god, surprise, motherfucker! Holy shit! I have never seen a more dead battlecruiser at this level. Oh my god, the preemptive TPM explosion. And suddenly, the supplies and the worker counts are even. As the Florencio has 4 bases and he's trying to mine gas from them. I mean, his has 3 and he's trying the same. He's technically going for what we're going to call bio. Does he have stim? He has stim. Stim is our only upgrade. Okay, 1-1 finishes. Meanwhile, the Viking raid. Oh, coming in. Maybe not the best place to land. Uh-oh. Oh, he's going to lose all of his Vikings. Oh, God. Oh. Well. Oh, wow. That was a total disaster. Don't worry. There are 6 Marines coming in to do more damage than all of the Vikings. Oh, get the Liberator. This seems a little one-sided. He's stutter stepping. He's getting some target fire. Florencio now deciding 4 more factories. 2 here, 2 in the main. You've got every command center comes with a factory nowadays. You kids are so spoiled. Couple planetaries, some more wrecks, and we have what many people would describe as a macro game. As you could tell, Macro King versus Hizen. Now the real game begins. 14 minutes in, Florencio losing half as many units, but over 1,000 more resources and 1,500 gas and cost. Fusion core. Completing. Oh, but wait. There's a base. He goes. Oh, where's the high-sec auto tracking? So, nothing here to defend this base because Florencio has another Viking hit squad headed for the main. He's trading time for his planetary. Oh, he finds an opportunity at the 3rd. The SCV's on the run. The pillaging begins. They're not bad against command centers either, because command centers are mechanical and they get that bonus damage. Oh, he's going for it. The command center isn't lifting. Ah, he loses it. Of course, he did also lose all the Vikings, so that's not super great for Florencio here. But I guess he did get the orbital, so that is indeed something. The SCV's long-distance mining, shamefully. Somehow the worker count is dead even still. I don't understand. He has like some innate trait that allows him to match his opponent's worker count perfectly without ever knowing exactly how to count that high. Double digits are a struggle, okay? So meanwhile, has this base been figured out? It has not. We'll see. Does Hizen just go towards the corner, or does he try the more obvious base? He's sneaking towards... Oh, wait, he's just working his way there. He knows the units are up there from the Hellions earlier. Looks like it's going to be battle cruisers on both sides. These Marines, no medevacs to console them or even restore their HP. Florencio is down. I mean, it's not looking great for our slimy hero. But he's been in worse scrapes before. Oh no. Oh god. Hizen walks right into the tank line. He scans like, were those siege tanks? Oh my god, yes they were. Yeah, I mean, yes. Yes they were. Battle cruisers coming out for Florencio, adding some more turrets. I'm not sure. This scan, looking to see if there's anything else. There's only so many. We're on submarine, the smallest map. There's not that many bases. Unfortunately, oh, that turret outflanks the Liberator. The attack will begin from the low ground. The siege, the double siege. Carefully done thus far as he breaks his way in. The factory's exposed. I don't know how many there are 2 battle cruisers here. The counter lib. I mean, how many shots does it take for a Liberator to kill another Liberator? The world may never know. The battlecruiser's going for a counterattack. Liberator coming up from Florencio as well. The siege continues in towards the main. The battle lines have been drawn. Battlecruiser's working on a command center. This Liberator racking up all the kills. I think 8 and counting. Battlecruiser helps drive the tanks back. Targets the medevac first, the source of his problems. The factories had to be lifted. Slams out a Yamato cannon. Some of the units are heading back. This Liberator's still going to work. 1 tank is taken out. It's not a particularly quick process, but it's an effective one. Meanwhile, the battlecruiser's heading back across the map. The Sky Fleet. I mean, where else would the fleet be? But the fleet of Florencio. Oh, wait, but Marines, they stim. They have 1-1, but battlecruisers do have a lot of armor. There's still the Liberator on the other side. Jumps to the top right corner. The base, as of yet, unscouted. The siege has been broken. The battlecruiser will finish off the stragglers. But the Marines on the chase. But the Vikings, the real damage dealers here. He jumps. Right onto another base. There are more jumps. Another jump. The Vikings have to scramble back. They don't have tactical jump, nor recall. Is the Viking count high enough? Remember, they jumped in. That means they can't jump out. More Vikings coming back, saving some of the tanks there. Here come the Vikings. The tactical jump offline. This battlecruiser will fall. Florencio with the classic quad tank counterattack. Well known to be effective by people who say it. We'll siege up. That orbital will be able to dodge. Start shelling. The Marines stim towards the tanks. Not sure if this is the most cost-effective method. Oh my. Wow. Okay, well, the tanks, while they will die, they exact a... They trade. And the Widow Mines slink into what we're gonna call very loosely the 4th. While they don't one-shot SCVs, they spread their splash damage. I mean, besides the main target. But the splash damage is spread across the line. Hisn is somehow down to 22 workers. Not a single medevac. He's building some. He's chasing. I don't know who's scanning who now. Scan at the natural. Florencio's army is significantly smaller, but without a significant number of medevacs, most of these Marines not going to be at full HP. What are the unit counts? 8 tanks, 4 Liberators, 3 battle cruisers, a smattering of Widow Mines, a handful of Hellions. Another jump. Florencio jumps behind him, slaughtering more SCVs. Hellions on the 3rd, more SCVs. Goes towards the natural. More SCVs, but how many will be left when it's all over? 14, 13. He's back below where he started 21 short minutes ago. 9. Well, I don't think there are too many options left on the table besides a full-fledged assault. Hisn now has 100 army supply. He has the army supply lead. Florencio is fortifying his fortresses. There's no options left. He's got to go all in. Yeah, the Widow Mines, if you try to produce anything, he's about to find... Honestly, there's only a couple tanks at this base. The high ground, he sees it. Oh no, the vision! Every tank precious. More Widow Mines trying to sneak in. Microed back. These Widow Mines finding damage. The Thors might be able to bash through. There is no high sec auto tracking. The only upgrade is Yamato Cannon for Florencio here. Another tank goes down. Liberators sieging up the few SCVs that remain. Hisson can't make a decision. Oh no. There's a jump. There's a land. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna attack into the planetary? Are we doing this? The Thor goes down. He gets rid of the tank. The base will fall. But at what cost? These Widow Mines racking up easy double-digit kills. Battle cruisers heading towards the main. The struggle, the confusion. The Marines! The Marines! Where are you going? They're right there! The opportunity to kill the battle cruisers may be squandered. So many FCVs. 120 and counting. Once again, we've gotten through that creamy middle. And we're at the tail end of the story. That is Hisson. He had risen, but now he falls. The battle cruisers chipping away. The Widow Mines knocking out. The Viking shot down. What is left? And was it worth fighting for? After the dramatic turn-based start, this is how it ends. 3 SCVs, 6 medevacs, and 48 badly bruised Marines, physically and emotionally. That's all that's left. There's not that many bases on the map, but we seem to have explored most of them. It's still happening. The Cyclones come to... Finally, the planetary finally gets revenge on the Widow Mines, but... Well... The Marines, looking for an opportunity, may have not flanked exactly how they wanted. Really struggling here. Oh no! Oh, come on! Oh... The Cyclone's on the run still. Gets a couple. It's still dangerous for Florencio. He doesn't actually have very much mining. I mean, it's definitely much worse here for Hisson. I make no mistake. Is that his last? That's his. Oh no, he has no detection. Oh my God. Oh sweet baby Terran Jesus. Not like this. Well, the grand finale. The complete obliteration. Oh my God. Credit to Hisson. It's not over, by the way. We're not there yet. on giving us such a dramatic and strong conclusion. Widowmines, the constant scourge of all. Sometimes the Terrans themselves. But before we get into, I believe we have one more match against someone who's just a fan. This is quoted as just a fan. I'm not sure a fan of who, of what, of why, but hopefully you've been enjoying. It has been a very distinctive set of games. That I will say that much. No, God. And 3, 2, Starcraft. No. Jimmy says it's time for a quick advertisement. We'll be right back. If you guys can pause that block. Thank you for watching. Hey everybody, I'm Winter, also known as Angry Coach. So if you wanna be part of Angry Coach, tune in every Sunday or sometimes Saturday, usually Sunday now, but also Saturday night for an Angry Coach marathon. And you can check out all the players who can't spend their money in game but like to waste it outside of it. You got your Platinum Zergs, you got your Diamond Terrans. You got your gold Protoss and so much more, but mostly those, but so much more. So tune in for Angry Coach, or usually like Thursday on YouTube. Did you say you? I did say YouTube. Did you know on YouTube you can like, you can subscribe, you can support the content you love or the content that you autoplayed. So do that right now, but wait, there's more. You can ring the bell, and YouTube's like, these people will probably watch more ads on this channel. And believe me, with a video this long, the only person who could compete with me in ads is Loco. So we're watching out for Loco. Keep him honest, and keep me paid. Thank you for watching. Check out Florencio every day on stream. Bye! I'm not sure if Florencio streams every day. But pretty close. Just unrelated. But most twitch.tv/FlorencioSC. Well, or maybe he'll point it out for us in the top right. It is, of course, Spunky Maxi. You already know. Loco! Ha ha ha. No, just a fan. Oh. I'm not. Are we sad? Is that a sad emoji? I don't know if that emoji is sad or not. Go easy on me. I have a bad internet connection. Let's have a fun game. I'm surprised, like, with the chat we've had so far, I'm surprised his name isn't Spunky Maxi, but instead, like, I don't know, Dave, or Tom, or Mark, or one of the classics, with that much punctuation, but Spunky Maxi, it is. Also, by the way, he's like, well, it's Florencio. I better cheese him. Goes with the 6-pool, not 6-pool. What year is it? 12-pool play. Which is very optimistic against Terran. Because Terrans can wall off. As Florencio is demonstrating so concisely here. But we will see. He's just building the 6 links. It can work. They might go for an early expand or something on those lines. Or the Reaper might be caught on the wrong side of the map. You never know. But the Zerglings just kind of come up the ramp. And, yeah, that's about how that usually goes. So not the most effective Zerg rush I've ever seen. Okay, that beautiful micro. Will it kill a lane? Yes. It'll kill multiple lanes. Speed is on the way, so it is risky to be out here, but Florencio's Reaper micro. Despite, I mean, like, when you Reaper micro this well, do you really need to do anything else? No. Well. Now Florencio will find himself in the possession of enough for potentially a command center. As a reward for his micro efforts. But no, there's still a wall. The Zergling's still not getting in. Double factory on the way. We're going with the strong mech transition. There's a 1-base... Is this going to be a 1-base Spire? Trying to whip out the Cheesimus Maximus against Florencio, of course. Wait, where are you going? No. What? A infestation pit hidden from scans. 1-base Nidus? No, or he's walling off with the infestation pit. Is this a 1-base Ultra? Like two broodlords to rule them all. A master and an apprentice. Never any more, never any less. Meanwhile, the Reaper sees pretty much everything. The Spine Crow, well, I mean... Can he be confident that he saw everything there was to see? I mean, about as close as you can get in this scenario. It's a Swarm Host, 1-base, Swarm Host, Nidus. So... the hostess with the mostest, if you would. But, the Widowmines are gonna make things more difficult for this Overlord. Bro, I was just chilling. That wasn't very nice. Widowmines, a staple through the hand of anybody playing against Florencio. As they just consistently find damage in the least and most expected places. It doesn't really seem to matter. The command center, off on its journey to find the Northwest Passage, will not be seen from again. Zerglings heading out. Of course, the beauty of Swarm Hosts and Legacy of the Void is that the Locust can fly. So they can just kind of fly into the main. We will see. Where's the Nidus? He hasn't used the Nidus Worm yet. I'm sure we'll get there. An expansion Florencio thought about for just a quick, a fleeting moment. Half a heartbeat. That maybe I'll expand to my natural. And now he's decided, maybe that is a good idea. But guess what?
Surprise, motherfucker.
There's a Nidus! The screams pierce the night, disturbing the nightmares of everyone involved.
Let's protect your base.
There's a planetary in the main, and a couple Widow Mines will actually deal pretty handily. Even a single Locust whacking out, I was gonna say, which was a kind of not my best phrasing, but a lot of damage. The 1-base Swarm Host finding something so far. Not much, but we're getting there. Will there ever be an expand? Will Spunky Maxi rely on this for potential victory? Another Nidus screams. The Locust propagating. Very dead Hellion, but its sacrifice was not in vain. as the locusts will now have to take the long way around with their short lives. We've all been there. Oh, I see it! I see the promised land! But unfortunately, they will never taste its fruits. The Nidus is still here. I mean, there's not very much that can actually kill it. There's a whole, really a ragtag band of, well, almost. What is even happening? What's going on? Widow mines. A whole lot of widow, and more locusts. Is there another Nidus? No, there's a spire on the way, which is optimistic. Double expand. Slams out another Nidus. It's 25 to 19 workers in favor of our mermaid. Another scream. It's Widowmine Raven up against Swarm Host and also more Swarm Hosts. And like 4 Zerglings. The Zerglings to sacrifice themselves for the Locusts. Which is a little depressing. There's even, but, oh, you gotta, oh my god. Well, it could have gone better. The idea was there. It didn't really come to fruition for Spunky Max. Okay. So, he's tried a few. Didn't really pan out here. 4 mutas on the way. Handful of Hellions driving out from the base as well. Spire. I mean, it's not looking great. I can't. I wouldn't lie to the people. For Spunky Maxi here, he had some great ideas, but he's choking under pressure. The Nidus Swarm Host had the opportunity to really do the damage, but now Florencio is burning and shooting through one of the only hatcheries he has. The Locust! Ah! Oh, the Locust! So much damage! But unfortunately, the damage was already done. Wait, are they out of energy? Well, this is super awkward. He's trying to use the auto turret, which is temporary, to protect the Ravens, which have no energy. As the 3, count them, not 1, not 2, but 3 mutas chase down the Ravens. 3. And the Ravens taking the long way home. 48 energy on one of these Ravens. Splits off one. Oh, there's enough for an auto turret, but he's target firing here. Down goes one Raven. Oh, the turret gets a muta. The other one on the chase, not finding it. Hunting. Does he finds it, he sees it, but there's a turret. He gets the, no wait, oh no. He gets a muta. One muta survives and none Ravens. So, overall, Spunky Maxi dragging a little back there. Then oh, there's another Nidus coming up. Pretty conservative Nidus there, just slapping it in the middle of the map. This one down for the count. It should spit out broodlings when it dies. Another Nidus. It's just putting itself out there. Meanwhile, a couple Corruptors on the way. Where is the muta? There are 2 mutas now. Just twice as many as just a minute ago. The Beast Mode / Florencio coming in with the Noah's Ark build. 2 Widow Mines, 2 Ravens, 2 Vikings, and too much to handle. And also don't count the other things. It was too much for Spunky Maxi. He will remain a fan and not the guy. Well, he will tell of the story of the day. He will not of the story. He will tell the story of the day. He kind of almost beat Florencio that one time. For many ages and generations to come, and hopefully you will too. Thank you to Florencio for this hand-picked and hand-curated hand. I don't know if he has hands, but whatever slimy, scaly, dank appendages he likes to use to curate and other things. Mostly curate. Anyways, twitch.tv/FlorencioSC, or he has YouTube as well, which hopefully it's the same, because if it's not, his branding is as bad as mine. But if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, ring the bell, say, we just only want Florencio cheese hours. We don't like it when you play Winter. It's boring and uncreative. And so are you. Well, leave a comment. Leave that criticism. And it won't hurt my feelings. Good luck and have fun. Have an amazing day.